How dare you?
I'm not fighting in Delta Force style close combat? Where is this?
Now that you're awake, come here. Rub this lowly one's waist.
Massage. Huh? We are the Emperor of Great Zhou. I've time traveled?
Emperor? Don't forget, little eunuch. You're nothing but a fake emperor. This lowly one kidnapped from Kang Kingdom for maintaining court stability.
Fake Emperor. Emperor Zhou Xuan of Great Zhou died unexpectedly. The Empress Dowager kidnapped an identical eunuch from Kang Kingdom as his replacement. The eunuch accidentally hurt the Empress Dowager while massaging and frightened himself to death. So I'm really a eunuch? Thankfully, at least I'm male down there.
Why are you frozen? Did drowning yesterday ruin your brain? Insolence! You dog of a slave. Where are your beastly eyes looking? Get over here. Rub this lowly one's waist.
Yes, Your Majesty. Your Majesty? This lowly one's waist-rubbing fee is very steep. How much coin? Will you offer this slave?
You wretched cur. How dare you bargain with this lowly one? This dog slave acts completely different now. Get away, or this lowly one will mince you into dog food.
In any case, this slave is doomed to die. Can't I even have some pleasure before death?
You? Scoundrel, this lowly one will kill you.
Killing me? Do you believe when I die, tomorrow, Lin Zhongtian will rebel?
You are just a eunuch. What? Besides making this lowly one all sticky, can you even manage?
Oh? Shall we test that theory today?
Bastard! Empress Dowager! Rescue!
What people think. If the reigning Empress Dowager is seen in bed with me, the scandal would bring disgrace.
Empress Dowager, the news about a eunuch impersonating His Majesty has reached Minister of War Wang Yu. The Chancellor brings ministers blocking the palace gate and demanding audience.
These traitors, are they plotting a palace coup?
The Chancellor's faction has long harbored rebellious intentions. Yesterday's fall into the water was likely their doing too. I'll use their own methods against them. Acting as that foolish, incapable puppet emperor is not worth shit.
Zhou Xuan! Zhou Xuan, where are you going?
Naturally, to deal with them.
That little charmer suddenly seems like a different person, with such a commanding presence.
This matter concerns our nation's fate. You few dare to bar my way? This is a restricted area of the inner palace. No entry is allowed. Will trouble you, Minister, to wait a little longer?
Someone has already entered to announce you. When will His Majesty emerge?
Your Majesty, what brings you all here today? Your Majesty, today, in court, I've heard rumors saying our true Great Zhou Emperor has already passed away. The current sovereign. This audacious brat does have some nerve. Chancellor Lin, just now you acknowledged that this is a rumor. But today, you've rallied officials to confront us. You gather officials to meet the Emperor, yet none kneel before me? Could it be that you aim to force an abdication?
They do have courage. So be it. Let this little favorite dance with the Chancellor's faction. This widow shall sit back and watch the tigers fight.
Your Majesty, in my haste, I forgot propriety.
Your humble servant greets Your Majesty.
Answer me! Chancellor Lin! Your Majesty, this rumor spreads ever wider, and the common folk across the city have all heard. Us veteran ministers fear that the capital risks turmoil. Moreover, Minister of War Wang Yu holds concrete evidence. Minister Wang, would you care to comment?
Indeed.
The incident of Your Majesty falling into the water yesterday is known to all. The sovereign pulled to safety, refused treatment from even a single one imperial physician. This suspicion arose in my mind. That night, passing by the Hall of Mental Cultivation, Maids were attending your majesty's robe change. Beneath the current sovereign lay nothing there.
How can this be?
Our loyalty lies with the great Zhou dynasty, but we absolutely do not serve a false emperor. Indeed, this minister seeks to impeach the treacherous empress. She brings chaos upon the court, swapping the true royal heir.
This minister seeks to impeach.
Enough!
Now we have a witness. Let's see how you explain this today.
Minister Wang Yu, your so-called witness is simply his word alone, correct? Is it possible that this eunuch frames the sovereign with malice?
This humble one witnessed it. Scum! Scum! You, like me, are both men without their stones.
Fine. Well spoken.
What is this fellow about to do?
What do you intend to do with me?
Resolute and decisive, showing no mercy. This person is not easily dealt with.
You dare to publicly execute the Director of Internal Affairs.
You, Minister Wang. This is your majesty executing a yapping little cur, and it has no need for you to nod in approval. Ahem, Minister Wang, as Minister of Military Personnel, you watch this eunuch slander us recklessly. He deserved death?
And so do you.
Well, calm and composed in the face of chaos. A true talent indeed.
I see that you are deliberately silencing witnesses to cover up the truth.
The witness testimony you spoke of earlier is merely their word.
If tomorrow some random maid or eunuch accused you of treason, could I also execute you? Your Majesty, such a gossipy servant deserved death indeed. However, before his death, he claimed, Your Majesty lacks something down below, and every court official heard it. If Your Majesty does not undergo an examination, it signifies a guilty conscience.
We beseech Your Majesty to submit to an examination.
Fine. This emperor can undergo examination. But if once examined, I am still your emperor, then these eyes of yours will be gouged out and fed to the dogs. Do you still dare? Your Majesty, for the sake of the great Zhou dynasty, your humble minister fears not death. However, an examination before all assembled is indeed undignified for the imperial body. This humble minister has a compromise to suggest. Oh? You? What other dubious trick do you suggest? Your Majesty, my daughter, Lin Ruoxi, is in the bloom of youth and has long admired Your Majesty. Why not let her attend the palace tonight to share the imperial bed? Not only would this verify identity, but the rumors would naturally dissipate.
Prime Minister, this plan of yours kills two birds with one stone. Now, not only do we save Your Majesty's face, but also prove your innocence.
Minister Lin, how very loyal of you. For our great Zhou and its foundation, you'd even sacrifice your own daughter, even offering her up. We've underestimated your dedication. Your Majesty flatters me. For Zhou, this subject would brave any danger.
Lin Zongtian, you damned old man, to hatch such a venomous plot. If this were to get exposed, I'd be finished. It cannot be done. His Majesty's health is not yet restored. If at this moment he were to entertain the Prime Minister's daughter, it could damage the imperial constitution. This method simply cannot be attempted.
Enough! Silence! The insolent woman! They think my performance failed not. Minister Lin, is your daughter fair to behold? She is in her prime, not only radiant, but also named the capital's first beauty. What perfect timing! Deliver her to me. Allow me to savor her presence and examine her thoroughly. This subject shall dispatch men to arrange it immediately.
Utterly shameless. He hangs around after beauty. He may not hang out for good tonight.
Wait, Lord Chancellor Lin, if tonight's inquiry proves that I am the true son of heaven, you dare bring an armed mob here. According to our law, what punishment awaits? If His Majesty proves true, this old minister will resign as Lord Chancellor and accept whatever punishment. Good. Gentlemen, you have witnessed tonight's affair. Tomorrow at court, it shall be decided. Halt. My business is concluded. Now we should discuss the offense of Lin Yue, Vice Commander of the Imperial Guards. Lin Yue, I fell into the water yesterday and nearly died. You, as the Vice Commander, have nothing to say to me?
Regarding His Majesty's fall yesterday, it's rather strange. The palace garden pool railings were intact. The ground showed no signs of being slippery. Could it be that Your Majesty had consumed wine, causing a momentary misstep? Seeing I am of the Lin family, now he turns to punish me.
Impudent. Lin Yue, how dare you speak to the Emperor in such a way?
By your account, my life-threatening fall becomes a mere trick to ensnare loyal ministers? Very well, I ask you, when exactly did I fall yesterday? When I was submerged, were there cries for aid? As the commander on duty, did you promptly investigate suspicious persons? Did you inspect the marks near the pool?
I dispatched men to investigate.
I faced mortal peril, and you, Vice Commander, not only showed no remorse, you dared to slander me. Lin Yue, I punish you today. Not for being a Lin, but for being a fool! Decree! Vice Commander Lin Yue failed in his duty of guarding the Son of Heaven. Effective immediately, he is stripped of all official ranks.
Your Majesty, I was wrong. Lord Chancellor. Uncle?
Simpleton. Being incompetent, be a worthy pawn to discard. As for your grievance, Uncle will settle it later.
Is this truly that young eunuch I abducted? With this air, with this cunning, who are you? Have you lost your mind today? Killing eunuch Liu in public, removing Lin Yue from his post, is somehow tolerable. But how could you agree to Lin Ruoxi serving you tonight? This is signing your own death warrant!
Empress Dowager, are you actually concerned about me?
How dare you? Lin Zongtian sending his daughter to you means they likely plan to strike tonight in your quarters, or after you confirm her identity tomorrow. Regardless, you are doomed. Don't you understand? If you die, all these years of my planning will be for nothing.
Empress Dowager, do you think refusing Lin Zhongtian would stop him from acting? Refusing him changes nothing. I agreed to him sending Lin Ruoxi over to at least buy us one night to prepare. Isn't that so?
So you have already decided how to deal with Lin Ruoxi.
Then don't trouble yourself, Empress Dowager. We have our own ways. Right now, you should tell me about the state of our great Zhou dynasty. The more details, the better.
After the late emperor passed away, following the demise of our predecessor, Great Zhou,
this empire has been truly unstable. Not only are there widespread severe droughts and banditry, but also cults like the White Lotus sect. Threatening the throne, the most urgent task is to gain control of the Imperial Army. Specifically, the newly vacant, Imperial Army commander position must be filled by someone we can completely trust.
Junair excels in martial arts. Let her temporarily assume the right commander role and thoroughly eliminate Lin Yue's remaining loyalists.
This woman is truly cunning. Making me confront powerful ministers while constantly consolidating her own power. She's clearly taking advantage of me, and now she expects me to hand over command. It's not easy being emperor. As for Junair, we need more time to think.
If you cooperate, we will ensure your lifetime of wealth and status.
She means to control me forever. One day, I will have that woman beneath me. No, I must find a way to quickly build up my own strength.
Empress Dowager, Chancellor Lin's daughter, Lin Ruoxi, seeks an audience.
So soon.
Excellent timing. We shall finally see this renowned top beauty of Xingjing for what she truly is. Let her in. Summon her. Decree. The foremost beauty of Xingjing lives up to her reputation. That old man Lin Zhongtian has finally done something worthwhile. Once this matter is settled, I must reward him handsomely.
Your subject's daughter Lin Ruoxi greets your majesty. Long live your majesty. Greets her highness, the Empress Dowager. Long life to her highness.
Young beauty. Little treasure. Please, rise quickly.
Humph. All men are the same. Even as a eunuch, his mind remains filthy. Now, it is far too early for attending to his majesty. You're coming early. Does the Chancellor have a message he wants conveyed through you for his majesty?
Father has no additional message. I come today because I heard his majesty was startled yesterday and am worried. Additionally, today before his majesty, though his words may have been direct, his intention was sincerely for the great Zhou.
You, well versed in the classics, surely know the duties between ruler and subject. A subordinate doubting his sovereign? That's disrespectful. Let alone assembling a crowd to intimidate the throne is high treason. Defending him now? Do you think your father's words and his actions were justified?
Your Highness, please calm your anger. I dare not defend my father's transgressive actions. Father is forthright, yet his loyalty is beyond doubt. With rampant rumors now, What father did was in hopes of swiftly restoring His Majesty's good name.
You.
Now, Grand Empress Dowager, out of deep affection comes stern admonishment. Chancellor Lin is loyal to the state. Dear consort, your filial piety is commendable. All is for the good of our great Zhou. In my view, it was a misunderstanding.
Your Majesty is wise.
Your Majesty, you must always remember that you are the son of heaven, and you must never be led astray by beauty. Since the Lin daughter is here, let her care well for His Majesty. This Dowager Empress hopes you can help restore His Majesty's reputation. Junair, we leave.
Go! Do it now!
Chancellor Lin, this impostor is not simple at all.
We really underestimated him. This game is only in its middle stage. Why the rush?
Ruoxi has entered the palace.
What about the lady's chastity? A eunuch? What chastity could he ruin? Tonight, the two of us will sneak into the palace. Once Ruoxi verifies that imposter's identity, she'll send a distress signal. At that time, with you and me rushing in together, we can catch him off guard.
Your Majesty, I understand.
In this grand scheme of the Dynasty Zhou, the players moving the piece can only be me. Fair beauty, the sweet night is all too short. Aren't you here to verify me? Come, verify!
The Empress Dowager has left. I've no time for your little act. You fraud. Quick, take off your trousers.
Fair beauty, you turn faster than a page. Weren't you just endeared by we? Startled by the water?
Your tricks won't work. My father let you live to give you a graceful exit. Now, take off that dragon robe. Kneel, and admit you're nothing but an impostor posed by the Empress Dowager. Then, I might just beg father to leave your corpse intact.
But if we refuse?
Then you lie to rest alone. Let me go, you death-bound eunuch. How dare you put your hands on me? My father will have you drawn and quartered.
Such a fair lady, yet bent on treachery. Chancellor Lin is letting his own daughter perform his dirty work. Seems he cares little, truly. Why not follow we?
You life-seeker.
Still dares threaten me? How should we punish you?
You. Don't mean...
If we were a eunuch, wouldn't tonight leave you all alone? What a sin that would be.
that... How can this...
Night deepens. Time for earnest business calls.
What mean you?
We'll show Chancellor Lin what it means to lose troops while trying to gain an advantage.
Unhand me. Help!
Uncle, it's the signal!
Advance. Her Majesty's order. The Emperor's chambers are a restricted area, to prevent any disturbances. I personally command troops as guards.
That man is Qin Kui. The soldiers he leads are the Imperial Guard's most elite. We only brought 8 people.
Impressive. Pu Qin Yulan is willing to expose Qin Kui to protect the fraud for one night. Us.
Help!
It seems Ruoxi has confirmed this cute one's identity. She's a smart child. She knows what to do. Tomorrow, Ruoxi will testify herself. It will be equally irrefutable. Retreat!
The Emperor has arrived! Her Majesty the Empress Dowager has arrived!
My dear ministers, you're quite early for court today. Your Majesty, my daughter, where is she? Why hasn't she accompanied you to court?
Could it be?
Lady Lin has met with misfortune?
Tyrant! To cover up the truth, you resort to murder.
Today, you must give everyone an explanation. Come here.
For what?
I command you to come. Closer. I am the son of heaven of the Zhou Empire, the reigning emperor. To question me like this? Where is the obedience due from a minister to his ruler? Your Majesty, I only wish to recover my daughter. Whether she be alive or dead, I implore the Empress Dowager and your Majesty to grant your old servant this grace. Grand Counselor Lin, your paternal anxiety is understood. I understand. Imperial Consort Lin is quite weary. She is still resting on the imperial bed and should not be disturbed.
Your identity is still unproven. What credentials authorize you to elevate an imperial consort? I suspect you seek to legitimize a fraud under the guise of appointing an imperial consort. You attempt to deceive everyone.
Please yield, Lady Lin.
My beloved consort approaches. Quickly. Hurry.
Lady Lin is here.
See, Your Majesty.
My consort. Last night was so demanding. Why didn't you rest longer?
Thank you for your concern, Your Majesty. I can bear it.
Ruoxi? Speak boldly. Did His Majesty favor you?
To answer my father, he is indeed not a eunuch.
Ruoxi? What did you say? Prime Minister Lin! Your own daughter just said, Your Majesty is not a eunuch. Did you not hear clearly? She said, Your Majesty is not a eunuch.
How can that be?
I mean, how is this possible? Eunuch Liu clearly
Has seen it.
After His Majesty fell into the water that day, he wasn't attending up close, based solely on a eunuch's word. How dare you question His Majesty?
Prime Minister Lin, you demanded proof from me, and I've provided it. I advise you not to push your luck. Do you truly think I am incapable of killing?
Who knows whether what you say is true? Maybe. Miss Lin was threatened by you.
Ruoxi, tell your father. Were you coerced?
No. No one forced me.
Prime Minister Lin, your own daughter's words, you can surely trust those.
She's so frail. If you press her, how would she dare say anything?
What? You wretch! You have too much to say. Leaving nothing for others.
I knew long ago that imposter wouldn't give up easily. Are you really a eunuch? And was Miss Lin truly mistreated? I have the means to prove it. Nanny Wang? Nanny Wang, where the devil are you? But Mama Wang is an old hand in the palace. As long as she can finish her examination, Miss Lin's body, His Majesty's identity will become clear.
This little eunuch, though we don't know what trick he used to make Lin Ruoxi change her testimony, but if he himself were examined, his identity as a eunuch would certainly be exposed. How dare you? The Lin daughter is currently an imperial consort. How can we let you humiliate her like this in front of everyone?
Your Majesty the Empress, Dowager's protectiveness. Is it perhaps from a guilty conscience?
Examination? No problem. Only subjecting Consort Lin to such disgraceful humiliation? This sort of thing still requires my father-in-law's permission.
Well, you're afraid after all, trying to shift the blame.
Father, your daughter speaks nothing but truth. If I were examined publicly, how could I bear to continue living?
Chancellor! Please, prioritize Great Zhou's sovereignty.
Father,
Ruoxi, this matter affects everything. You must understand your father has only the best intentions. Listen! Now that's decisiveness! His own daughter's reputation? Discarded just like that? No wonder he's the Chancellor. Enjoy your triumph a little longer.
Mama Wang, take Miss Lin away. Conduct a thorough examination.
Reporting to His Excellency, the young lady, she. Miss is indeed not a chaste woman.
How exactly did this happen?
What? As a eunuch, how could he possibly have compromised Miss Lin's innocence?
Minister Wang, are you implying the one who violated Consort Lin's chastity is another man? Prime Minister Lin, I am certainly not one to stir up trouble, but Minister Wang is subtly mocking you, implying you failed in educating your daughter with dishonorable family reputation.
Father, Wang Yu has repeatedly humiliated and disgraced me. I no longer wish to live.
Ruoxi, you must not. Now you realize to cherish your own daughter? When she was talking with me, why wouldn't you listen? Had you listened earlier, this mess wouldn't have happened. Oh, my poor consort Lin. To have such a disgraceful father. Attendants, escort the consort away, tend to her well, and ensure she faces no more humiliation. You are rushing again, no? Now that the inspection prompted has been performed, who else do you want inspected? How about we test the Empress Dowager's purity?
Enough.
Empress Dowager, calm your anger.
Prime Minister, not to worry. I still have a clever scheme.
You shut up. Ministers, do you have anything more to say? Your Majesty, this old minister has nothing more to say. Good! Since there is nothing more to discuss, court is dismissed.
We respectfully send off the Empress Dowager. We respectfully send off your Majesty.
To have subjected me to such humiliation, you just wait. This matter will not be settled this easily. Ruo Shi, today's matter. You do not blame your father, do you?
Your daughter would not dare.
Ruo Shi, today at court, that impostor caused me to lose all face. This matter absolutely cannot end like this. Ruo Shi, you are your father's most beloved daughter. You will not disappoint your father, will you?
Father previously never said these things to me. So it turns out that in Father's heart, I have always held a place.
Ruo Shi, as long as we take down this impostor, this kingdom will become the Lin family's. When that time comes, I will bring you back home. No one will dare utter a single word.
Father, the Emperor has been frail and sickly since childhood, never practiced martial arts. But this person is highly skilled in martial arts. If we can force him to take action, even if he had 100 mouths, he would still be unable to explain himself.
Ruo Shi, do not blame your father. I am doing this for the sake of the Lin family.
Your daughter understands.
A chess piece is, after all, just a chess piece. Use it if you can. Discard it if it cannot be used.
Chancellor, what should we do next?
Have someone release Lin Yue? Once we force this fraud to take action, his true identity will be exposed.
They all must die.
Keep a close eye on him. Find out once and for all whether he is a eunuch. This Dowager Empress needs to know his every move.
Indeed.
My original intention was merely to use this puppet to grasp control over state affairs. However, if he cannot be of use to us, I, Dowager Empress, won't hesitate to find a replacement.
Your humble servant understands.
Who?
Your Majesty? It's me, your servant.
Why aren't you in the back dutifully serving Her Majesty the Dowager Empress? Why have you come here? Are you spying on me while I'm bathing?
Your servant, acting on the orders of the Dowager Empress, came to ensure your Majesty's safety. It wasn't meant as peeping.
Protecting. Surveillance? Or spying?
You are dismissed. I shall take my leave. Release me!
The nights are long, in the company of such a beauty. Why be so shy? How about spending the night with me? You.
Possess such remarkable martial skills?
My skills extend far beyond martial arts. I excel in other areas as well.
Your Majesty is truly extraordinary.
Oh, now you're truly impressed? It had to be me all along. I've had to conceal my abilities. Otherwise, I'd have become Lin Zhongtian's dead man walking. And the Empress Dowager's dagger. Your mistress sent you to verify my identity. What did you find?
I merely followed orders.
I was following orders. You're just a pawn in the Empress Dowager's game. Had I been a eunuch, you would have been meat served on a platter.
My life always belonged to the Empress Dowager.
But from this moment, your life now belongs to me.
Your Majesty.
Tell the Empress Dowager that old fox Lin Zhongtian is sharpening his knives. If we continue our internal strife, tomorrow, the great Zhou dynasty will fall under his rule. I seek mutual victory with her, not mutual destruction.
I will mediate for your Majesty.
My appeal works on everyone, man or woman. Lin Yue,
How dare you, traitor! Surrender quietly.
Audacity! Breaking into the palace, sword drawn. Are you miserable enough to rebel?
Rebel, I am here to purge the court of evil and execute the false emperor!
Lin Yue, as your emperor, I've stripped you of position and thrown you in prison. You are not worthy to lead the Royal Guards Division. Put down your weapons and withdraw.
A joke! Our Lin family is beyond your grasp. Your removal of my title changes nothing. Command of this Forbidden City Guard still lies with me. This entire court obeys the Lin family.
Good. Unaware all these years, the Dazhou Empire has fallen under your Lin family's control.
Enough words! Now execute this impostor. You, attack!
With these rabble, you miserable enough to oppose your emperor? Julner,
Don't make a move. The late emperor was frail. He knew no martial arts at all.
waiting for me here. My old injury has flared up. Fine, it hurts.
Faking it. Keep pretending. Let's see how long you can keep this up.
All right, no more games. I'm laying my cards down.
Kill him!
I won't fight. But I can run.
Kill him! Pinch him from both sides. Stop circling him.
Take this!
Your Majesty, why use such low-class tactics?
Hold on, I quit!
I'm all fought out.
Quick! Protect the Emperor! Go ahead, hit me!
What are you waiting for? Attack!
Behold the Imperial Jade Seal!
I will end you. Your Majesty, this is...
Our and General Lin, experimenting with bathing techniques? Just rather crude.
You?
Your Majesty? Are you all right?
I'm fine, all thanks to Junair. She managed the protection well. It's not that I'm criticizing you, but the people you've tutored. Their loyalty to the sovereign is truly commendable.
It was merely the servant's duty.
This general arrived late to protect you, causing alarm to your Majesty and the Empress Dowager.
Your Majesty, we ministers heard of disturbances in the rear palace and arrived belatedly to protect you. We beg your Majesty's forgiveness. Chancellor, you are truly all-powerful. The assassins barely breached my palace walls, yet you arrived immediately. Is it possible that you were also involved? That's a misunderstanding, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, we ministers were attending to vital affairs within the palace, and only upon hearing of troubles in the rear palace did we rush over at once. Your Majesty, our loyalty to Your Majesty is steadfast. We harbor absolutely no divided allegiance. Really? You old fox. This assassination attempt was clearly orchestrated by him. His aim was to force my hand. I nearly fell into his trap. The traitors have been apprehended. Lay down your arms, and I can forgive your past transgressions.
Don't be deceived by him. He is not the Emperor. He isn't the Emperor.
Bold rebel, how dare you speak arrogantly? Guards, take him away for your servant.
Empress Dowager, this matter is of grave importance.
Now that the traitor has been captured,
Perhaps let him finish speaking. Speak!
His Majesty's health is frail as widely known. Yet he is a martial arts master. With all of us here, he beat us so badly. He must be an imposter.
So that old fox Lin Zhongtian laid this trap.
Your Majesty, is what he said true? Are these men's injuries your doing? Indeed, it was your Majesty's doing. Finally bit the bait. You finally admitted it yourself. Everyone heard that.
Guards, seize this fake and take him away.
Did you see it just now?
Look, did you see it? I saw it. Prime Minister, no need for words. Right now, this instant, capture him.
Halt!
Hold nothing. Let's see how you turn things around today.
Hey, tell us. Just now, what did I do? Tell me. What have I, the Emperor, just done?
He used force back then. Or not?
Actually, he did use force.
Enough nonsense. With so many of you beaten up like this, you claim he didn't strike? Do you take me for a fool? Am I an idiot?
Let me, the Emperor, clarify. It's true I did not use my hands, I used my feet, my hip. Oh, and also, there's more. My innate, naturally precise throwing talent.
You're just splitting hairs.
How can this be called splitting hairs? Minister Wang, in a life or death crisis, the sheer will to survive bursting out, can that be counted as martial prowess? Minister Li, I ask you, if over 20 young men wielding knives charged into your bathtub, your first reaction would be what?
Run.
Right. While running, picking up something to defend oneself. Is there any issue?
Reasonable. Oh, no problem.
So while I ran, I picked up a few soap cakes as well as towels and threw them forward. They ran head-on into what I threw.
Then how do you explain their bruised and swollen faces?
While chasing His Majesty, they ran too fast and smashed into a pillar. Or perhaps the floor was too slippery and they fell. I ask you, did you fall down by yourself?
Yes. Yes.
Therefore, let me, the Emperor, summarize. The events unfolded as follows. General Lin led men to break into my bedchamber. Frightened, I ran. They pursued too closely and tripped themselves. What does this have to do with whether I know martial arts?
You really know how to twist logic. You!
You say what I speak is twisted logic? Fine. If any of you can prove that I struck anyone, I will reward 100 taels of gold. See? No one steps forward. The truth is out!
Wang Yu, times and again you have framed His Majesty. Now the evidence is solid. Dare you keep lying? Strip Wang Yu of all his positions and throw him into the dungeon. And this Lin Yue, take him away for rigorous interrogation. Make sure to get to the true mastermind behind this.
Yes! Save me!
Hold on.
Help me! Help me!
Hold. Your Majesty, for the Lin family to produce such a traitor, he deserves the worst. Although, as his uncle, I shouldn't plead for him. Yet as your old servant, I beg your Majesty to allow this old servant to speak a few final words for him. Go. That sly fox! He's got another card to play. Oh well, I shall see what trick he's planning.
Uncle! Uncle, save me! I don't want to die!
My boy, I want to help you. But you've committed the grave sin of regicide. Kill him! Otherwise no one can save you! Lin Yue, the Lin family has no such... Your Majesty, your old servant has spoken. This rebellious traitor, Lin Yu, shall be handed over to the Empress Dowager and your Majesty for judgment.
Go.
Can't fight back. Fighting would confirm martial skills. Can't dodge either. Dodging would expose body techniques. Lin Zhongtian is waiting for this moment. At this crucial moment, take a gamble. Hulan.
Your Majesty.
Junair,
Useless. Junair. Junair?
Your Majesty. This servant is fine.
Summon the royal physician! Summon the royal physician!
summon the royal physician.
Your Majesty, Empress Dowager, Miss Junair is severely injured. This humble minister will take Miss Junair away for treatment.
Quick! Take her away for treatment. Hurry up! Lin Yue, we ask you one last time. Who is really behind this?
Pah! You imposter emperor! You think you're worthy to interrogate me? Just kill me outright!
We won't kill you. We'll send you to the Eastern Depot to be with those old eunuchs and exchange knowledge on the proper methods of castration. How will you handle that? And your mansion's freshly acquired 18th concubine, how will she fare?
Are you threatening me?
We are the Emperor. If you merely nod, we may credit you with meritorious service in protecting the Emperor, reward you with 10,000 taels of gold, and even spare your entire family from misfortune. Your Majesty, you need not pressure Lin Yue further. The men of our Lin family may have their heads severed, their backs broken.
What you promised? Does it hold true? In retrospect, I was merely Lin Zhongtian's pawn. Given his corrector, he surely won't easily spare my family.
We speak with the authority of Imperial Edict.
Good. I will speak. All of this was...
because of you. Your Majesty, the Lin family has produced such a traitor. As the head of the clan, I bear responsibility. I shall end my life now to pacify the soul of the late Emperor.
Prime Minister, Your Majesty. Prime Minister, you've served 3 sovereigns and made tremendous contributions. Everything is caused by that Lin Yue. When His Majesty learns the truth, he will spare you. Prime Minister, Your Majesty. Today's incident was entirely Lin Yue's madness. What does it have to do with a Prime Minister? We beg Your Majesty to remember Prime Minister's decades of serving zealously, and forgive this negligence.
Enough! Mount up, Prime Minister. This is no mere oversight. It's attempted regicide, a crime punishable by condemning the entire clan. If my memory serves, You are among those 9 clans.
This man, could it be you're seizing this chance to eliminate Lin Zhongtian? The Lin family is deeply rooted. This is utter folly. Your Majesty.
But I, in consideration of your many years, of serving zealously, exempt you from execution of the clan. I expect henceforth proper control over your subordinates.
I have nothing to say.
Very well. Prime Minister, consider your actions wisely. If there is no further business, you may leave. I shall check on Junair.
Enjoy your brief triumph. The game continues, and I shall prolong it gradually. Once the envoy from Kang Kingdom arrives in the capital, I shall expose publicly you, bogus emperor.
You're awake. Is your Majesty all right? Your Majesty.
What, Your Majesty? You mustn't forget, he is nothing but just an eunuch. He's merely a pawn in our dealings with Lin Zhongtian.
He is not.
What did you say?
He isn't a eunuch.
Are you certain? If we tell her now that Your Majesty and I have consummated our marriage, she'll surely suspect both Your Majesty and me.
This lowly servant failed to discover anything. However, whether Zhou Xuan is a eunuch, or he isn't, he is a man with tactics. He stated that, with an alliance to you, we can truly topple Lin Zhongtian.
Junair speaks sensibly, allying with Zhou Xuan first. To remove Lin Zhongtian is the right path. Very well. Rest now, dismissed. But as for Zhou Xuan's identity, this dowager must verify it myself.
Beauty. Beauty. Comfort.
Even in a dream, it can be so absurd. What a lewd bitch.
It feels good, sweetheart.
Let go. Let go of me.
The Empress Dowager? What is the meaning of this? You show up uninvited, then now you wish to leave?
You are feigning sleep.
How can you say such a thing? I was in the middle of a dream, on the verge of my moment of glory. Then the Empress Dowager fell from the sky, the beauty vanished, and my dream shattered. Don't you think you owe me compensation?
Enough with your nonsense. Today, I shall personally inspect you.
Would you like to disrobe yourself?
Or shall I assist you?
I've heard that when the Empress Dowager first entered the palace, His Majesty the Emperor passed away, leaving behind only one imperial prince. Thus, you became Empress Dowager. When it comes down to it, you're just a naive young girl unversed in worldly matters. Enough. I'll stop teasing you.
You. Since you've chosen to cooperate, naturally we should be open with each other.
I concur. However, you must mount it yourself and handle it personally. You're serious. This tiger of a woman, did she take the wrong medicine today? So bold. I must warn you. Once you are on the imperial bed, you'd better not even think about getting down. I'm warning you. Once you're on my dragon bed, you've stepped onto it. Don't even think about getting off.
Really? There really is?
Is the examination done? Now it's my turn. Is the examination done? Do we need to continue?
Since you're not a eunuch, then who are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. What matters is right now. I am the only one who can help you.
He is right, no matter who he is. As long as he can help me overthrow Lin Zhongtian, he is someone we can use. Since he's lustful, we must seize this opportunity. Your Majesty.
Queen Mother, I know what you want to do. You want me to be completely bound to your side? Your devoted servant? Thus, only then will you have more bargaining chips to control me.
Since you know all this, then why?
Because in my heart, you're different from others.
But how can this lady truly trust you?
I will issue the decree immediately, appointing Juno Lieutenant of the Imperial Guards.
Junair, Qin Kui.
And the men are your subordinates. My life is in your hands.
Your Majesty.
I told you, I will fight alongside you and will never let you down. On my life. I promise to give you everything you desire.
This lady believes you. However, the envoy from our neighboring country will arrive soon. I'm unsure if Lin Zhongtian will use this matter to cause trouble.
Why not just go ask him?
You mean,
Your Majesty? Consort Lin sent a messenger to ask if you will go to her this evening.
Speak of the devil!
Greetings, Your Majesty. Has Your Majesty been injured?
I have only shown my skills before you. Are you trying to force me to show my hand? That's your idea, isn't it?
Since Your Majesty already knows, why bother asking further?
How do you expect me? To deal with you?
Whether killing or sparing, I'm at Your Majesty's mercy.
Good. I grant you two paths. First, end your own life, to preserve your Lin family's dignity. The second path pleases me. I have a weakness. I cannot bear to see beauty suffer. Just beg me. And if I am pleased, I'll grant you anything you want.
After all, aren't all of you just using me?
Exactly. I am indeed using you. But serving Lin Zhongtian leads you only to death. I will grant you the title of Imperial Consort. Your position will be unshakable. Why not change your life? You'll remain his daughter, yet no longer be his pawn. He demands your obedience. What I want is your genuine heart.
Your Majesty. How does Your Majesty wish this concubine to act?
Imperial Consort. In 7 days, the Kong State delegation arrives in our Great Zhou. I deeply desire to know what your father intends.
I understand, Your Majesty.
Halt. I'm still displeased.
Then today, this concubine will surely bring Your Majesty joy.
This Wang Yu's known too much. He's also rash. He's bound to cause trouble sooner or later. The Chancellor has arranged everything. Make sure it's dealt with cleanly. If asked, say he killed himself out of guilt.
Yes, I'll take care of it immediately.
Minister Liu.
Present.
The Kang delegation arrives in the capital in 7 days. The reception arrangements are the responsibility of your Ministry of Rights.
Rest assured, Chancellor. I've already coordinated with Kang satisfactorily. Actually, Kang's delegation will be led by Princess Minghui of Kang. They can arrive in the capital tomorrow.
I've heard this, Princess Minghui. Could sing at age 3 and composed poetry at age 7.
Our illustrious Emperor of Great Zhou is a man of brilliant literary gifts.
And this Princess Minghui has admired His Majesty for quite some time.
We know that character's background too well. He was nothing but a low-ranking eunuch. All we need do is have Princess Minghui. Engage him in poetry exchange, he's bound to falter.
With all civil and military officials and envoys present, if that impostor falters, then, unable to meet Princess Minghui's poetic challenge, his identity will surely be exposed. I also hear Princess Minghui is the sole heir, and very likely will inherit the throne. We need only gently steer this princess to expose the fake emperor. I'm eager to see how Zhou Xuan and Qin Yulan will explain it then. Who would still believe?
Chancellor, I will arrange this immediately.
Poetry recitals are refined pursuits. However, in the royal court, they become weapons. I'll be watching how you, an uncouth warlord, handle this devastating mind game.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Father and the Ministry of Rights Minister Liu's scheme to have you and Princess Minghui Yuan Xuan publicly critique your poetry.
What? Princess Minghui? She's Kang State's top female scholar.
Here it comes. A classic trope. A time traveler's necessity. The 300 Tang poems. These time travel novels really don't lie. Me, I thought, he could muster a better trick. Holding it in for ages, only to pull the same old stunt.
Do you know Yuan Xuan? Wrote poetry at 3, prose at 7. At 10, her ode to mountains and rivers put Kang's literary masters to shame.
Mother Empress, sit at ease. Sit? Worry not. I have a plan. Kidding? 9 years of compulsory education plus 3 of high school, memorized ancient lines number over 800. Li Bai, Du Fu, Sushi, Bai Zhuyi. Tonight, I'll borrow your verses, big names. Incense burns later.
You have a plan?
For state affairs? I'm still learning. But to lose at poetry? That would truly be shaming ancestors.
Enough. Should Lin Zongtian publicly challenge you, I'll step in to deflect. This is a state banquet. No mishap allowed.
Your Majesty. Kang's envoys are within the palace. Please take your seats.
The Kang delegation has arrived.
Is this heavenly maiden descending to earth?
Yuan Xuan of Kang Kingdom pays homage to the Emperor of Great Zhou, Empress Dowager.
Rise quickly. Princess traveling from afar, please rise quickly. Princess, take your seat.
This great Zhou Emperor, why such a lecherous gaze? Could such a man compose magnificent literature?
Today's visit by Kang envoys is a grand affair for both nations. I've long heard Princess Minghui is formidable in prose, praised as Kang's literary talent. And His Majesty, as a youth, his poetry echoed throughout our realm. Why not seize this moment to let His Majesty exchange verses with the princess, enhancing culture delight?
Why must political dramas recite ancient poetry?
Minister Liu's suggestion is sound. This would be literary legend.
Unacceptable. His Majesty rules 10,000 chariots. The princess is allied royalty, yet how dare we treat them like marketplace pedants? Dueling publicly? Debasing our nations! Debasing our nations!
Your Grace misses the point.
His Majesty relished literary duels. Kang's top maiden scholar now graces our presence. How could we refuse? Unless after drowning. For poetry, all passion vanished? That makes sense.
I've heard, since the Emperor's drowning, his temper transformed. Whispers claim that throne holds an impostor.
Exactly. Normally, he'd leap at poetry duels, yet the Empress Dowager blocks him. Is this rumor truth? Could this rumor hold?
Something feels amiss. If false, Kang may turn this tide. Let us seize this. Test him. While in Kang's state, Schwanner often studied Your Majesty's youthful poems. On this diplomatic mission, Schwanner's greatest wish is to personally receive Your Majesty's guidance. Since Your Majesty is occupied, Schwanner won't impose. Yet, this will be a lifelong regret.
She's my admirer. She came specially to see me. How could I let a fan down? If this spreads, won't I be known as a heartless cad who made a fair maiden weep? Wait. Princess, you've traveled far. If I declined, wouldn't that disappoint the princess? And her sincerity? Minister Liu is right. Making friends through literature. Making friends through literature is indeed timely.
Your Majesty.
Empress Dowager needn't worry. I have my plans.
He took the bait indeed. That rash young fool. Your Majesty is wise. Today, why not compose a poem about this magnificent river landscape? Write a poem.
This scenery? Elementary. To play it safe, I'll start with gazing at Mount Tai to awe the crowd. Today, you'll witness the power of 9 years of compulsory education. Excellent! Our landscape, our nation. A monarch's privilege. Gentlemen, listen carefully.
A pretender? I wonder, what rubbish you'll produce.
How towering is Mount Tai? Its green foothills stretch for miles. Creation bestowed its spirit the peak's grace. Its slopes divide morning from dawn.
Such a verse could only come from Your Highness. None can rival.
Clouds swirling through my chest. I clear my eyes for homing birds. Home. Again, we scale the Alpine Peak.
Let's scale the Alpine Peak to see all mountains bow. Your Majesty, this poem radiates majesty, embodying imperial vision. Schwanner has never heard such magnificence. A lifetime fulfilled.
Truly, this is imperial verse.
How could this sublime poet be false? The rumors prove groundless.
Long live your Majesty!
My ministers, rise quickly. This poetry was just to entertain the princess. Oh, one, scene stealer, Du Fu.
This eunuch, from where stole he such perfect verses? Should I? Old man, let him slip?
Your Majesty, we marvel at your brilliance. Yet, this lord queries Ming Hui.
What schemes this villain spins?
Princess Ming Hui is well read, with a firm grasp of poetic principles. Princess, I ask you, can a poet's literary style, in the span of a single month, transform from delicate and sentimental to grand and majestic?
Yes, she speaks truth. How could that be possible?
A poet's writing style may evolve with experience and shifts in mood, but the foundational temperament is hard to change. If one were to say that, overnight, it became as if written by another, that would be exceedingly rare.
Now that we speak of it, the imperial study holds 10,000 volumes. His Majesty might have stumbled upon a few unpublished works. Polish them, which wouldn't be a difficult task.
What nonsense!
His Majesty is a prodigy. Why would he need to borrow from others?
No wonder the writing style changed abruptly, as if by a different person. So it was like this. I nearly fell prey to these fraudsters. His Majesty's previous poems, Swanner knows by heart, but the difference in literary style this time truly doesn't seem like one person's work. This princess has practiced literature from childhood, and despised falsehood above all, detesting fraudsters who deceive the world. His Majesty is the ruler of the nation. If even the Emperor resorts to such lowly deeds, then the Kang envoy shall depart immediately, and the alliance between our two nations is off.
Wait,
Relations between two nations concern countless citizens. How can we sever ties over a trivial dispute about poetic style?
Empress Dowager, this princess is Crown Princess of Kang, acting with full authority from my father, to handle envoy matters. Shuaner's words are Kang's decree.
Princess, here's what you don't know. On the day I fell into the water and was rescued, from that moment onwards, my eyes no longer held spring blossoms and autumn waters, only this vast land of 1,000 miles.
His Majesty and the Empress Dowager, do you take this princess for a 3-year-old child? Such nonsense would I believe.
Since the princess doesn't believe my explanation, then I see no need to explain. Forcing me to take the test on the spot, huh? Fine, I'll show you lot. Just now, we said no explanation was needed. Not because we were insecure, but since you all question our talent, then prick up your ears and listen, and hear us out. Over the moonlit sea, the pearl sheds tears. In Lanteon's warmth, jade gives off mist. When will we trim the candle at the west window together? Only then will we speak of Ba Mountain's night rain. If love is meant to last, must it stay confined to day and night? Since parting, prime times and great views have been wasted. Even with endless affection, to whom would we confide? Don't claim. It's untormenting. With curtains curled by the west wind, I'm thinner than a yellow flower. Princess, we just recalled a poem that perfectly describes you. Clouds envy her garments, flowers her appearance. At balustrades touched by spring breezes dew condenses. If she's not seen on Kunyushan, among those peers, she'll be found at Yaotai in moonlight.
Well done. Fine poem. Your Majesty's literary talent. Your Majesty's literary talent truly surpasses all ancients and moderns.
One performance could have resolved it, yet you make me perform twice? Thank goodness I went to college. Princess, was our explanation just now satisfactory? If still unconvinced, join us in the imperial study to verify in poetry books whether these verses truly exist.
Shuaner's words earlier were offensive sentence by sentence, and insolent word after word, requesting your Majesty to punish her.
Princess overstates. Those trivial matters earlier may pass. We trust the princess won't jeopardize bilateral harmony over us alone. Minister Liu, have you anything left to say?
You just got lucky, showing off your poetry skills. A mere courtier, knowing a few characters, reciting a few poems. Do you honestly believe you can impersonate the Son of Heaven? The wisdom to govern a state is beyond your grasp.
Your Majesty's poetry, we, your subjects, do admire, but poetry is but a trifling skill.
Our great Zhou dynasty was founded on ritual, governed by the classics.
Why not engage Princess Minghui in a discussion of governance?
Minister Liu, what plan do you scheme?
Calm yourself, Your Majesty the Empress Dowager. Minister Liu acts only for the state, merely wishing to proclaim your unique abilities. Coincidentally, in last year's imperial exams, one question sparked intense debates among examiners. National prosperity. How about today? Before all present, His Majesty provides the answer? Princess Minghui, wouldn't you like to witness our great Zhou's emperor's talent for governance?
Your Majesty, may I?
What? Wasn't this supposed to be about reciting poetry? Subverting those arrogant ministers? Why the switch to policy essays? I never took the civil service exams. Now you expect me to write policy essays on the spot? Are you kidding me?
Your Majesty, your humble servant began in the Hanlin Academy. Boldly, I propose a topic. How about a drop of kindness deserves a fountain of return? Princess Minghui shall adjudicate.
Disaster. Absolute disaster. I pretended too well, and now it will all come undone.
It's over.
Even if earlier he managed to compose a poem by luck, the way of governing a nation isn't something that can be mastered so easily. If he were to truly respond, that would mean falling for Lin Zhongtian's stratagem.
Your Majesty's poem moments ago impressed everyone present. But today is an important diplomatic occasion between our nations. State affairs must take precedence.
Your Majesty, the Empress Dowager is mistaken. The overarching principles of governance are the very foundation of diplomacy. If His Majesty can grasp this principle, future interactions with Kang's state will surely be handled with appropriateness.
Exactly. Your Majesty, your impromptu composition delighted everyone. Naturally, tackling complex theories is well within your capabilities. Your Majesty, we await your insights.
The topic seems straightforward, but delving deeper will surely expose me. Wait, who said that strategy discussions must be done formally? All right, here goes nothing. They want substance? Then I'll give them some substance! Or a stand-up comedy! Well, since you all want to hear, since you insist after all, then I shall share my views with you. Princess, please take a seat. The saying a drop of kindness received should be repaid with a gushing spring is familiar to everyone. But this humble ruler believes I believe your understanding is overly narrow.
Has he lost his mind? In front of all these people spouting nonsense.
Oh? Your Majesty has brilliant thoughts?
Chancellor Lin, allow me to ask you, this water in a drop of kindness received, what sort of water does it refer to? Huh?
Your Majesty, did I misinterpret it? So tell me, what does any of that have to do with the water of a particular month?
The importance lies precisely there. Minister Liu, you, esteemed as the Minister of Rights, can't grasp a principle as straightforward as this? The water in the grace of a drop of water, if it's March water, every drop becomes as precious as oil. 1 drop then equates to 10. If it's June water, that's plum rain, which only brings trouble upon this sovereign.
Your Majesty, what is all this? It doesn't make sense, but somehow it feels logical.
Is he trying to muddy the water to catch a fish? There's something to it ponderous.
Your Majesty, the words of the sages, how can they be distorted in such a manner? Now, don't fret, I haven't finished. Furthermore, aren't you actually standing a head taller than your sovereign? This grace of a single drop of water demands repayment with a gushing spring. That's fundamentally unsound.
Well, isn't it merely a metaphor?
Then the issue becomes even graver. I owe you a single drop, yet you demand an entire spring in return. What do we call this? This is loan sharking. Unlawful, my good ministers. Therefore, this humble sovereign concludes the proper interpretation must be, for the grace of a drop of water, repay according to one's capacities. Additionally, 2 subsequent lines were forgotten by the ancients. For the grace of a gushing spring, repay by burying the giver. This is all nonsense. Grand Chancellor Lim, consider this. Then I repay you with a gushing spring, flooding your fields, submerging your house, and sweeping away your girl. Wouldn't you be so infuriated that on the spot you dig a pit and bury me?
Following His Majesty's logic, if someone has shown me kindness, then I shouldn't repay them?
That's not exactly right.
Even kindness as small as a drop of water
Is still kindness. We should repay with a bountiful spring. But you must consider what they actually need. True repayment is meeting their specific needs. If you lack money, I give you money. But if you lack virtue, I will have the scholars of the Hanlin Academy conduct a personalized, one-on-one remedial course in ethics. Guaranteed instruction, free of charge. Utter nonsense. This is simply disgraceful. The wise words should not be interpreted so frivolously. Princess, I ask you again. If the Kang Kingdom once borrowed money from Great Zhou when it was needed, but later, when Kang suffers a famine, would Great Zhou paying back 10 times the money? Princess, would you want that?
Or would you prefer that grain was sent instead? His Majesty's principle of meeting needs is indeed a pragmatic approach.
Exactly. The so-called art of governance isn't rigidly clinging to sages' sayings, but being adaptable. Ministers,
Princess, though His Majesty's words are intriguing, they distort the sage's original intent. Princess, well read as you are, you surely know the true meaning behind repay with a spring.
Chancellor Lim, Minister Liu. Today's banquet. Your Majesty demonstrated skills revealing talents unprecedented. This princess is wholeheartedly impressed. You, as senior ministers of Great Zhou, during a state banquet hosting foreign guests, repeatedly time and again took it upon yourselves to harass your own sovereign. What is the meaning of this?
No. Princess, Your Majesty, this subject harbors no such intentions. This subject merely expresses perplexity, doubt.
Though Your Majesty demonstrates unparalleled benevolence, this princess cannot tolerate grains of sand in her eyes. If your actions today were to circulate, would it not bring shame to Great Zhou's prestige? That would truly damage national dignity and be a disgrace.
Princess, Your Majesty, This is baseless.
How would this subject dare to compel your majesty?
I wouldn't dare. Your Majesty,
Her Highness the Princess speaks too gravely. This elder minister and Minister Liu act solely for the country, though admittedly methods may lack grace. However, our loyalty is plain to see, with no ulterior motives.
Minister Lin's loyalty. Today, this princess has witnessed.
You're my hero, Princess! You really came through defending her. That's wonderful. With friends like this,
Truly convinced by your Majesty's wisdom. Although the mission was set to return home in 3 days, it'd be unbearable to bid such a quick departure. Within Great Joe's borders, I hope your Majesty allows me an extra 6 months to learn poetry and governance from your Majesty.
that won't do. Impossible.
Zhou Xuan was someone I had abducted from Kang State. Though he wasn't a eunuch. If Princess Chuanyu stayed and someone recognized him, or got wind of something, all my plans would be ruined. Princess, the palace is currently undertaking renovations. I fear it would lead to inconsiderate hospitality for your highness. Why not wait until the renovations are finished? Then we could extend an invitation for your highness to come stay. Wouldn't that be better?
This Princess Xuanyu's attitude towards this impostor is hardly ordinary. If she stayed, she might become Zhou Xuan's ally someday, which would be a headache for me. Better to just go with the flow and quickly send her away, to avoid further trouble. Your Majesty's thoughts are well considered. And moreover, His Majesty handles countless affairs daily, burdened with heavy state duties. If caring for the princess were to delay matters between our two states, would that not be an ill fate for both our nations?
Chancellor Lin speaks with great wisdom. His Majesty often stays up all night reviewing memorial. Such diligence. Then, if the princess stays long, His Majesty will have to handle state affairs and attend to the princess. I fear the imperial health would suffer.
Your Majesty, this little one merely wishes to listen to your teachings more. I shall not disturb your Majesty. I implore your Majesty to grant this wish.
Such a beauty! Came knocking on my door. If I didn't let her stay, it would be an affront to heaven, earth, and my ancestors. Wait! Can wait! The princess has journeyed far. She's our guest. How could we possibly turn a guest away? Princess, stay if you wish. Stay as long as you like. Princess, do me the honor of sharing this feast and wine with me.
Thank you, your Majesty.
Music, and keep dancing. Lords and ministers, we today, and Princess Minghui, feel like old friends at first sight, and only regretfully late to meet. If there is nothing urgent, you may take your leave. We, and Princess Minghui, will relocate to the royal study to discuss literature and philosophy.
What a lewd person! No sooner past the gate than revealing his true self. But Yu Wenchuan holds a special position. What if?
Your Majesty is fortunate. This humble minister takes his leave.
To gain your Majesty's personal guidance is Xuan'er's great honor.
Princess, then we go? Let's go. Prin, a true beauty, and the future Empress of the Kang Kingdom. If I can win her over, it saved me 10 years of hard work. Princess? Aren't you supposed to be with me, discussing poetry and wisdom? Looking at books already. These things are so dry and dull. How can they be as humorous as I am? Blinking intentionally, my profound gaze, and unparalleled intelligence. Oh no, she must already be helplessly in love with me. No? She ignored me just like that? The look must not be powerful enough yet.
Are you not the Emperor of Great Joe?
Princess, why do you say so? I have already explained that I simply fell into the water.
That excuse may fool others. But Xuan'er isn't some inexperienced little girl. I've felt all along that your Majesty looks familiar. We must have met in the Kingdom of Kang's palace, haven't we? You aren't the Emperor of Great Joe, just a little eunuch from Kang.
Princess, food can be eaten randomly, but words cannot be spoken carelessly. This is the Imperial Court of Great Joe, not your Kingdom of Kang's study. Aren't you afraid of meeting with misfortune?
Is your Majesty threatening me, the princess?
The princess is truly clever.
You won't. At least not now.
How can you be so certain?
I am the Crown Princess of Kang, representing the Kang delegation. If I were to meet with an accidental death in Great Joe's palace, or even just disappear, the kingdom's cavalry will soon mass on your northern border. Given Great Joe's current internal troubles and external threats, Lin Zhongtian's coveting eyes, the Empress Dowager's unstable base,
Can you afford the consequences of starting a war?
Fine. You're throwing that accusation around quite readily. Well then, I admit defeat, but the princess has gone to such pains to expose my identity. Wasn't it just to prove that you're exceptionally talented? Out with it. What is it that you really want?
I want to make a deal with your majesty.
A deal. What kind of business are you proposing to me?
Swanner is the crown princess, but your majesty, have you heard about my uncle, the regent of Kang Kingdom, Yuan Changfeng?
I did hear from Qin Yulan that the king of Kang is often ill, all due to this regent's schemes. Now, the king of Kang is on his deathbed. Seems her situation is pretty tough as well. Therefore, are you suggesting that I eliminate him for you?
Your majesty is indeed perceptive.
But I am but a powerless woman. Even if my great Zhou were to send troops now, victory wouldn't be assured.
I have a way.
Think carefully, princess. Once the arrow leaves the bow, it cannot be taken back. Moreover, to remove your uncle, is the cost not too great?
His power within Kang is immense. I am nothing but a weak woman. Do I have a better opportunity?
I suppose there are none. But why should I agree to help you?
By the mere fact that you're a eunuch. If you cooperate obediently, I'll keep this secret for you forever. If you disobey,
Aren't you afraid of losing both your gains and your initial stake?
you're just a minor eunuch. What difference does it make even if you have ambitions? Your majesty, you should think clearly. Your life is in my hands right now.
Princess Mingwei, your plan is indeed a fine one, but you missed one flaw. I truly am not a eunuch. Sent Yu and Xuan away. Here they come again, one by one, making things tough for me. So late? Why aren't you resting yet?
Your majesty truly shone. At the banquet today, you were the center of attention.
More than the center of attention? It was like you were swayed by beauty, lost all reason.
When Yu Wenchuan said she would stay.
Your majesty didn't think twice before agreeing.
At the hall today, holding the princess's hand, with the biggest smile ever.
You've probably completely fallen for that woman.
I know. You're afraid that I, the emperor, will be whisked away.
By Yu Wenchuan. Jealous? No, I wasn't jealous. That's ridiculous. I, your watchful mother, was simply safeguarding our nation's interests.
Warning you not to fall for her tricks.
Don't forget. You were brought here from Kang Kingdom by me. If anyone from Kang Kingdom recognizes you, we're finished.
Yu Wenshuan already recognized me.
What? What did she say? Did she speak to you about this?
She proposed a deal to me.
What kind of deal?
She would keep my secret, and I could use her influence to cleanse the Zhou court. But
what? Tell me.
I had to marry her as empress.
What? Is she out of her mind?
Your majesty, this is absolutely unacceptable. She is the crown princess of Kang State. How can she come to our great Zhou to become empress? The entire Kang State court wouldn't possibly allow it.
This is certainly a trap.
Of course she doesn't want to be my empress. Her aim is Duke Yuan Changfeng of Kang State. Yuan Changfeng controls the Kang State government. Her position as crown princess is just in name only.
Therefore, she seeks to use our great Zhou's power to eliminate that Yuan Changfeng.
Exactly so. But Yuan Changfeng is heavily guarded in Kang State, so she hasn't had the chance. Thus resorting to this desperate measure. When the ceremony begins, Yuan Changfeng will surely return.
She wants us to help her. Make Yuan Changfeng.
Come and never return.
Correct.
No! It's still too risky. I forbid it.
I disagree too.
Don't be too hasty. Her reason wanting to marry me is because she believes I am a eunuch. So even after marrying me, nothing significant will happen.
But this piece of meat within reach.
This extent, can she really escape me?
But if she truly becomes empress, what if she plots something against our great Zhou?
Do not worry, Mother Empress. She's merely a diminutive missy. I can handle her with one hand. Rice, I shall teach her what the mantis catches the cicada, unaware of the oriole. Behind means,
Oh, you.
my esteemed ministers, I have been emperor for quite some time, yet the imperial harem stands empty. Not even a principal consort occupies it. It is utterly unbecoming. Your Majesty, do you intend to name an empress? I, after carefully considering it, have decided to seek virtue to appoint a distinguished empress for our great Zhou. An empress? Could it be this impostor intends to exploit this chance to bolster his own power? Your Majesty, we do not know whom you intend to name as this Empress.
The heiress apparent to the throne of Kang's state, the Princess Minghui. Yu Wishuan.
What? The Princess of Kang State? How could this be allowed?
Your Majesty, absolutely not.
Please, rescind this decree.
Your Majesty, absolutely not. Princess Yuan is the Crown Princess of Kang State. Her position is unique. How could she possibly serve as the Empress of Great Zhou? This defies all rules of propriety.
Indeed, Your Majesty, a royal marriage between two states is no trifling matter. Moreover, the princess's status is highly sensitive. If she is made empress, I fear it would embroil our Great Zhou in Kang State's own internal strife. Your Majesty, this is no trivial affair.
The princess represents Kang State. You're establishing her as Empress. The gravity of this, has Your Majesty truly considered? Ancestral laws dictate, the imperial harem must not meddle in governance. Furthermore, a foreign heir presumptive, this precedent has none, this course of action will surely lead in the future to rebellions across the land and turmoil within the court. We old ministers earnestly beseech Your Majesty to revoke this decree. If Your Majesty remains resolute in this, then we old ministers will have no choice but to resign our chancellor position.
We too will follow the Chancellor and implore Your Majesty to rescind the decree.
Fine.
Since Chancellor Lin is intending to leave, then go. Since Chancellor Lin wishes to leave, then he shall go.
This is Great Zhou's imperial statecraft. You are Imperial Princess Minghui of Kang. What does this have to do with you?
Is that so? But His Majesty has promised to name me Empress. As Empress, am I also without the right to inquire?
You? What?
If Xuaner and His Majesty marry, Kang and Great Zhou will be family ties through marriage. Trade between the two countries could flow more smoothly. Border friction could be directly quelled. Moreover, Xuaner, as Empress, would aid Her Majesty and oversee the imperial harem, and would never use Kang affairs to trouble His Majesty. This is a promise to His Majesty. And to Great Zhou.
Good. Xuaner, heir Empress. The Empress speaks wisely. Come here, darling. Come here. From today on, we shall rule both kingdoms alongside the Empress. This will greatly benefit the people of Great Zhou and Kang, with countless merits and no drawbacks. Empress Dowager, your opinion?
His Majesty and the Empress are right. Kang and Great Zhou have always been allies. With this bond, the alliance between our two countries will indeed grow closer.
No, this is far too perilous. Your Majesty, reconsider. If these two truly unite, he would gain Kang as his pillar of support. How then could my grand plan proceed? No.
That's not it. Chancellor Lin, I am a bit puzzled. Princess Minghui's words were each entirely reasonable. Every word was spoken with consideration for the peoples of both nations. By all accounts, it is a wonderful thing. Why do you object repeatedly? Do you have something to say?
Your Majesty, please consider carefully. Everything I've thought and deliberated on is for the foundation of our Great Zhou dynasty. The princess's proposal is indeed beautiful, but this humble servant feels Your Majesty is still young. Do not let temporary affection blind you to the detriment of important matters.
According to what your Minister Lin says, I am an incompetent ruler, a person unable to distinguish right from wrong. Do I need Minister Lin to constantly give me directives?
This old minister wouldn't dare, but that's enough.
Gentlemen, you've heard enough. Share your thoughts.
The princess, Your Highness, speaks with reason. A marriage alliance between Kang and Zhou would turn swords into plowshares, promote trade,
Secure the borders,
and bring tangible benefits to the common people.
I concur. Moreover, the lack of an empress is indeed not a blessing for the nation.
Princess Minghui possesses both talent and virtue, holds a noble status. Should she assume the empress position, it would also appease the people's heart.
Your Majesty cannot.
I have made up my mind. No further discussion is needed. Ministry of Rights, Imperial Astronomical Bureau, receive the decree. Commence preparations immediately for the enthronement ceremony. On the 10th day of the month, I want the whole realm to rejoice.
As ordered, expose immediately this impostor's false identity. If Yu Wenxuan is made empress, both your life and mine are in danger.
My lord, what do you want me to do? My lord, what do you want me to do?
First, muddy the waters, leave the rest to this prime minister.
Understood.
Fellow, what do you think?
Walk.
Follow me to the Imperial study.
Hold. This man is not the emperor at all.
The entertaining spectacle is about to begin.
Gentlemen, the one on the stage isn't me at all. The emperor of the Great Zhou. He's an imposter.
Liu Kun, you've got quite the nerve. His Majesty's identity has been verified multiple times before the court. How dare you slander the Son of Heaven? Disrupt the state ceremony? What are you plotting? Do you have a death wish?
Empress, come, sit. Just now, you said I'm an imposter. Do you have evidence? If you can't produce solid proof, I will charge you with deceiving the sovereign and disrupting the state ceremony. I'll have you executed by 1,000 cuts.
You!
Your Majesty, why waste words with him? Liu Kun, you've repeatedly schemed against His Majesty. First, a failed coup, and now in this grand setting, you dare rebel again. Guards, seize this traitor.
Go ahead and kill me! So eager to silence me. Are you afraid of the truth?
Minister Liu speaks wisely. This matter is full of doubts. It must be thoroughly investigated.
If your Majesty is true gold, why fear face-to-face confrontation? We implore your Majesty to clear these doubts for all citizens. Your Majesty, while Liu Kun's words can't be fully trusted, today's dispute is more than a simple war of words. Once rumors spread, if not completely silenced, even executing Liu Kun won't silence the world's countless voices. I have a plan that could prove your Majesty's innocence. However, this concerns the state's dignity. It requires approval from the Empress Dowager.
You. What are you proposing?
Open the Imperial Mausoleum. Bring out the late Emperor's coffin. Remove and retrieve His Majesty's bones, then drip blood to confirm kinship. Testing blood on the bones for relatives. Honored officials, this method is documented in ancient texts. Only a person's blood relatives, when they shed their blood on the bones, can have it seep into the skeleton and merge as one. As His late Majesty's sole descendant, your Majesty stands alone. The royal lineage has dwindled. To clear your Majesty's name, I could only conceive this solution, so I beg your Majesty the Empress to grant permission.
To open the imperial tomb and disturb his late majesty. His remains. This is preposterous. Where is the respect for our ancestor? Yet Chancellor Lin's words hold merit. If your Majesty truly shares his late majesty's blood, this method can indeed end doubts forever.
Testing blood on bones for kinship? This method has scientific basis, but these people, they believe it. If the blood fails to sink into the bones, I'll be arranging my funeral today. That fox is ruthless.
Audacious. Lin Zhongtian, the insolence. His late Majesty's resting place cannot be disturbed. This shows the deepest disrespect and filial failure. I, Empress Dowager, forbid it. Why did Lin Zhongtian propose this? What are his intentions?
Empress Dowager, I do this for our nation's sake. If His Majesty's blood testing on bones disproves lies, no one will ever question him again. But if Her Majesty obstructs, the people will believe Her Majesty and His Majesty have something to hide. Well then, Lord Chancellor, all this for my innocence and the great Zhou's stability. Such sacrifice. Your Majesty, this is what I must do. Enough! Since Lord Chancellor and others fixate on my legitimacy, distrust, even propose defiling his resting place, disturbing His late Majesty. We shall test it.
Zhou Xuan. This blood ancestry test. I, your Empress Dowager, have also heard of such things. Are you actually confident about this? If your blood fails to seep into the late Emperor's bones, we're finished.
Truthfully, I'm not sure. But if we refuse now, it would prove we're guilty. Let's agree to it first, and see what happens next.
Empress Dowager, given the situation, we must now trust His Majesty.
No. Since Zhou Xuan isn't confident, I, your Empress Dowager, will try everything to stop this. I hope this time, we can truly escape disaster. Oh, late Emperor, open your eyes and see, not even cold in your grave. And these traitorous schemers insist on opening your coffin, violating your peace. They are trying to force death upon us, mother and son.
Who could have imagined the Empress Dowager is such a good actress? No, I, the Emperor, cannot falter now. Mother! This unfilial son makes you, Father, restless in heaven and unable to rest in peace, causing you, Mother, to suffer utter humiliation. Father, look upon these. Father, look upon these. Are the so-called shining examples of our great Zhou?
Late Emperor, your consort will join you soon. Rather than suffer disgrace here, better to end my life?
Damn, she's way too committed. Mother Empress, you must not. Mother Empress.
Your Majesty, Empress Dowager, take care, all of you.
Prime Minister Lin, is this going too far? You both are overcome with grief. Here in front of the late Emperor's coffin. Why push things this far?
The Emperor's filial devotion is plain for heaven and earth to witness. The Empress Dowager's virtue we ministers deeply admire. We beg your Majesty and the Empress Dowager to preserve your sacred health.
Late Emperor, I may not be your son, but I ask my revered ancestor to grant me your blessings. Once this is over, I'll burn paper effigies of 10. No, 100 beauties for you. Liu Kun, Lin Zongtian, to open the imperial mausoleum, unseal the late Emperor's coffin. This is an act of grave sacrilege. Can you bear the consequences of your actions today?
This is the only way to verify bloodline and quash these rumors. By dragging this out, could it be? You have a guilty conscience?
If I am the true bloodline of the late Emperor, what punishment awaits you for today's deeds?
This subject acts for the great Zhou dynasty. Should your Majesty prove true heir of the late Emperor, your humble servant will bear all penalties. Were I to be sliced to pieces, I'd do so without regret.
Your Majesty, Liu Kun's approach, though stark, serves the realm. We implore your Majesty to open the coffin to confirm kinship. Fine! Today, I'll make you see with your own eyes if I am of the late Emperor's blood. Qin Kui, open the coffin. Now that things have come to this, we can only keep pretending. But in a moment when the truth is revealed, it'll be the end for you. This imposter and that demon queen, this great Zhou dynasty, will ultimately belong to the Lin family.
Brother, if anything goes wrong, you must protect His Majesty at all costs. If it comes to the worst, kill immediately Lin Zhongtian and Liu Kun.
Yes, the remains have surfaced, so why wait? The entire court and our ancestors are watching.
Fine! Bring the needle. This day, I've finally lived to see it.
Ah! Look quickly! No.
This can't be!
Long live your Majesty. May your Majesty live for generations to come.
Luckily, before this, I was a commando with great hand strength, and squeezed a crack in this bone to let some blood seep in. Otherwise, it would have been over for real. You people, what else have you to say?
Impossible! This bone, he must have used some trickery. Why doesn't it melt? Why won't it melt? This imposter emperor must have cast some evil sorcery.
This crack is so small, it was already filled with my blood. Your drip is useless.
Audacious traitor! How dare you desecrate the late Emperor's— Seize them!
Minister Lin, save me! Minister Lin, help me!
Your Majesty, Liu Kun deceived and framed the Son of Heaven. He desecrated the late Emperor. His crime is unforgivable. This subject implores your Majesty to execute this villain. To uphold the law of the land, and to appease the late Emperor's spirit in heaven. Lin Zhongtian, I ask you, am I of imperial blood? Do you recognize or not? This aged minister. Very well. Issue the edict. Liu Kun, for desecrating the former emperor, framing his sovereign, is stripped of all official ranks. He is to be thrown into prison. 3 days hence, he shall suffer death by 1,000 cuts. Let this be a warning. Take him away.
Mercy! Spare my life!
As for today's events, Minister Lin's conduct shows no overt impropriety. But to deal with him hastily now might fail to gain public support. Alas. Anyway, you are like an insect before autumn, soon to have no strength left for hopping. Minister Lin, today's matters shall be left at that. I hope that henceforth you will conduct yourself appropriately. This subject accepts the command. Kang State.
Come! Ambassadors, the journey has been exhausting. You've worked hard. Speaking of, the union between His Majesty and your esteemed nation's Princess Minghui is truly a match made by heaven. Everyone at our court is overjoyed by this.
Yes, indeed.
Her Highness, the Princess, possessing both talent and beauty, aligns perfectly with His Majesty of Great Zhou. Their union is divinely ordained. It brings honor to us all. Well said.
A grand occasion, truly.
Speaking of, our Kingdom of Kang surely shares a connection with His Majesty. However, why is it that I have a slight sense of doubt?
Familiar, somehow.
Yes. Now that you mention it, I too feel that His Majesty looks remarkably familiar. I swear I've seen him somewhere before.
Ambassador, this claim, what prompts such words?
I remember now. His Majesty looks exactly like that little eunuch who held the reins for the regent. An uncanny resemblance. But that young servant vanished, didn't he? Some say he was executed for misconduct. Others heard he fled.
Hey, how dare you imply His Majesty resembles a eunuch? Have you lost your mind?
Minister Zhang, I was drunk talking nonsense. Pay me no heed. I will gladly drink as penalty.
No offense taken. A toast, no offense. Come.
Is this truly the case?
Absolute truth. Prime Minister Lin, this is an extraordinary opportunity.
With the witness from Kang, let's see how they wriggle out now.
Prime Minister Lin, a distinguished guest requests an audience outside.
Admit him. Who are you?
You Wen Longwind, regent of the Kingdom of Kang.
Your Highness, I wasn't expecting your esteemed presence. Please forgive my lack of preparation. Your Highness, please take the seat of honor.
Minister Lin, the affairs of the Kang court have reached my ears. So I rode through the night, in haste, just to learn where the Chancellor stands on this.
Your Highness, this old minister is utterly opposed to its success.
Incredible. My thoughts align perfectly with yours, Minister Lin. If this marriage goes through, it won't be good for me, nor for you.
Your Highness arrives at the perfect moment. This old man has a request. Your Highness, do you recognize the person in this portrait?
Isn't this my stable hand? Minister Lin, why do you have a portrait of this man, and kept with such reverence?
Your Highness, you are mistaken. This is our great Zhou Emperor, Zhou Xuan.
Ah, so that's it. Truly, the heavens aid us. My imperial brother is nearing his end. That child, Yuan Xuan, is just a girl. How could she possibly rule Kang? Let us join forces and remove them both.
Your Highness, that was this old minister's very thought.
Good. On the day of the coronation, I will lead a delegation from Kang to publicly expose this impostor.
Your Highness, that impostor is cunning with words. Without irrefutable evidence, it will be hard to strike a fatal blow. May this minister inquire what plan Your Highness intends. I can lend support.
I have my ways. Your son commands the northern camp. Order him to admit our Kang horsemen through the pass. Once done, I claim only the 16 prefectures of Yanyun.
Agreed? Your Highness, this old man is ready to join Your Highness in this great venture. Let each of us take what we seek.
Then I shall take my leave. Minister Lin, your great Zhou awaits.
This incident. Ah, Bo, just like that.
You managed to shatter bone with bare hands. Those old fools likely never imagined even in death this point. Now that the tea is finished, this dowager should take her leave.
That is all. What troubles you, Dowager Empress? Things were peaceful just now, and now you're angry?
What right has this dowager to anger? It was merely the sudden realization that His Majesty intends to take Princess Minghui as Empress. The two of you make a fitting pair. Pity this dowager, doomed to become a faded and withered woman in these deep palaces.
Truly, a woman changes face faster than pages turn. Enough, I chose this. I must grit my teeth and coax her. Who dares call you faded? To this emperor, you are forever matchless in grace.
Enough glib talk. With Princess Minghui by your side, why need this dowager?
We have spoken. To form an alliance with you, never betraying it. You are also the first to fight alongside this emperor. Your loyalty to us, none can match.
Yet, she offers Kang Kingdom's support. What can this dowager offer you now?
Do you not still possess the Qing family's army?
This is the Qin family token. Take this command seal and summon Qin Kuei and the elite under his command. To your service. Zhou Xuan, this dowager now, places all wealth and life upon you.
Fret not, this emperor will never fail you.
You. The relationship between these two seems quite unusual. Zhou Xuan is no more than one piece in my game. He is just a eunuch.
Why should I care who he gets close to?
But then why does it eat at me like this?
Ah, Her Majesty the Empress-to-be? The etiquette for barging into bedchambers at night? Seems you've mastered it effortlessly.
Oh, it's over! This, what they call a Shura field?
I, the crown princess and your future empress, entering my own future husband's room, needs no protocol. As for you, Empress Dowager, in the dead of night, making intimate advances towards a eunuch. Empress Dowager, you really are not picky at all. If the late emperor watches from heaven, seeing you, lacking all discriminate taste, would he feel heartache or find it utterly ridiculous?
You!
Xuaner, why are your words growing more unreasonable? Empress Dowager, visiting my quarters late at night, was to discuss important matters.
The princess is young, lacking experience. So some things escape her notice. This is only natural. As for the late emperor, His Majesty, above all, wish someone would keep me company to save me from palace loneliness.
Shameless beyond belief.
Yuan Xuan, my conduct is none of the business of a foreign princess like you. You accuse me of accepting any man regardless? But what about you? We're so eager to marry, a royal divorcee promised to a eunuch. What manner of thing does that make you?
You.
All right, now. Princess, calm down. Empress Dowager, you too control your temper. Princess, visiting my bedchamber so late, what is your urgent matter?
This late visit brings you a gift, Your Majesty.
What gift?
Your Majesty, on the day of the coronation ceremony, the Kang Kingdom delegation is large. If they discover your identity by chance, our entire plan will be ruined. To ensure absolute safety, you must take this pill.
What is this?
In the Kang Kingdom, aside from castration, eunuchs are implanted with a ceremonial ritual called a fate-woven worm.
Those implanted with it will unconditionally obey their master.
It's one of the Kang Kingdom's methods.
Such a thing exists?
Although this pill cannot eradicate the worm, it suppresses its reactions, even if someone recognizes you. As long as you aren't controlled by the worm, they won't find tangible proof.
Thank you for your kindness, Princess. But this pill, we refuse it. Are you kidding? This body traveled through. I totally had a freaking shower scene coming. What worm? What if it's fake or poison? How can someone in my position be safe? A guy still has to protect himself.
Do you realize, once publicly identified, what that means? It's definitive evidence.
That's right, Your Majesty. Why refuse the princess's good intentions? Why refuse? Does Your Majesty believe this pill has issues of some kind?
Empress Dowager, don't you know why we refuse? We have no worms. If we take it, won't people die?
Ah, I see how it is. Princess, concern can cloud judgment.
Very well. She accepts the foolishness of good intentions. Fine.
Since Your Majesty is so confident, then so be it. Step wisely.
Zhou Xuan, you fool! Too blind to see good. Since you refuse the lifeline, you can't blame me for stepping on you after your downfall.
I totally forgot about her. Empress Dowager, we have matters tonight. We will not return. The coronation ceremony. It is our final opportunity. Once this poison is ingested, there will be undetectable symptoms for 7 days. But on the 8th day, the victim will succumb to a sudden illness. Today, you must ensure he drinks it.
Father, must you insist on this? If we abandon this plan now, there might still be time.
Do not think that this old man hasn't noticed. You're developing feelings toward that imposter. Do not forget, your mother lies on her sickbed. Her life or death hangs on my very whim.
I will obey.
Beloved consort,
Greetings, Your Majesty.
rise quickly. Such a lavish feast! Come, join us for food and wine.
We congratulate Your Majesty on your upcoming marriage to Princess Minghua.
Beloved, why do you seem so withdrawn? Are you troubled about the future? We told you, we will protect you well. We vow never to break our word. Once this situation is resolved, we will grant you a secure future. Perfect. We too grow thirsty. Come, we shall sample your palace's fine wine.
Your Majesty, please wait.
What is it?
You mustn't drink it. Perhaps we have a third chance. Yet my mother, drinking alone. How lonely it must be. Please let your servant join your Majesty to share this very cup.
Excellent.
Zhou Xuan, the Lin family owes you. I'll repay it with my very life.
Lord Chancellor, the inside source at Yikun Palace has witnessed with their own eyes that the impostor has finished drinking the poisoned wine. Even if he manages to muddle through today, he's undoubtedly doomed.
A lowly spy who infiltrated could never be buried in the royal tomb as emperor. This very day at court, I'll expose him publicly, wrecking his reputation so he'll meet a gruesome end without even a grave.
Brilliant thinking, Chancellor.
How are the Imperial Guards deployed?
Rest assured, Empress Dowager. We've arranged everything as His Majesty commanded.
Good. Today's affairs cannot allow any slip-ups.
Understood. Your Majesty, may you resolve dangers in times of hardship.
The appointed hour draws near, yet Yuan Chengfeng has yet to arrive. Could it be that he caught wind of something? Do we need to try a different tactic?
What's the rush? He'll turn up when he must. I'm quite curious to see what tricks he might pull.
The moment of blessing has arrived. We request His Majesty and the Imperial Consort to ascend the altar to inform heaven, earth, and our ancestors.
I object.
Forest Rain's additional voiceover has finally arrived.
Yuan Changfeng, today marks the day His Majesty, the Emperor of Great Zhou, officially names his Empress. Though you serve as the Kang Kingdom's regent, you have absolutely no right to interfere with Great Zhou's affairs.
The sovereign's marriage. The whole world celebrates. How dare these barbarians act so wanton? Utterly audacious. This is the Great Zhou Imperial Palace. You dare carry weapons inside? What are they?
Uncle Regent, Schwanner's marriage to Great Zhou's emperor has been reported to her father and gained his consent. Though you hold the title of regent, you have no authority to interfere. Please, take your place at the ceremony. Let this matter rest.
Horse-drawn carriage follows. You are still young, duped by cunning villains' flattering words. I do not blame you. However, I absolutely cannot stand by and watch you and the Kang Kingdom fall into the hands of this shameless thief who stole a kingdom.
Your Majesty, I believe that last sentence was directed at me.
Behold, this is an archived portrait of a eunuch formerly in my mansion. Ladies and gentlemen, observe the facial features, the contour. Compare them to your current emperor.
That does look similar. Yes, I've seen that eunuch. Look closer. It's clearly the same person. We officials long suspected something amiss. But each time he managed to con his way past us. You fraud. Kneel and confess your crime. Tell the truth.
Yuan Changfeng, at this gathering today, with only one painting from who knows where, do you think you can slander His Majesty of the Great Zhou dynasty? Do you truly believe the Great Zhou has no warriors? No wise statesmen?
As expected, he recognized you. Right now, we're in the same boat. We must protect Zhou Xuan. Uncle the King, whether this painting is true or false is still uncertain. But your actions today will ruin the century-long friendship between Zhou and Kang. Can you bear such guilt?
Very well. Since you demand evidence, I will prove it to you all. My lords, have you heard of the thread goo? In Kang, anyone who cleans their bodies to become eunuchs is implanted with this goo. Once infected, hearing my whistle forces them to obey their master's command. The person here who exactly? One test tells. Dare you heed my whistle?
I believe this concerns our state's foundation. And even more importantly, our alliance with Kang. Given that the region harbors these doubts, I urge your Majesty to take the test, to satisfy all witnesses. Fine. Let's see. What's wrong? Why can't I move?
Kneel.
Your Majesty.
It's a good thing I had a backup plan, and scattered the silkworm powder on his face, right before all your eyes. How can he deny it now?
I can't move! I've been tricked! What do we do now?
You all see this.
He's simply not the great Zhou Emperor.
Little Zhuan, what else do you have to say?
It's over.
You weasel! How dare you pose as the Emperor? Modeling state affairs? Today is the day you meet your end. I implore your highness to execute this traitor immediately.
Your Highness, execute the traitor at once!
I defy anyone to move.
Outrageous. His Majesty is royalty. How dare you lowlifes treat him with such indignity? Yuan Changfeng, this humble consort cares not what method you used. Quickly release His Majesty from this paralysis.
You, Demon Queen! You truly refuse to see the coffin until you weep.
Now everyone knows Zhang Song's extra voice recording. His true face. Do you still want to deny it?
Your ladyship, the Empress Dowager. At this point, are you still unenlightened? Look around at these court officials and witness this distinguished envoy from the state of Kang. The people's favor speaks for itself.
Slanders. Lin Zongtian. This consort sees that it is you colluding with foreign kingdoms plotting treachery. Today's scheme was indeed set by you and Yuan Changfeng. You two set this up.
Didn't you?
Xuan grand seclusion. Still blindly protecting this fraud? Traitors must atone for their crimes with death. Little Swan, this king offers you one last honorable choice. Take up the sword and end your own life.
Your Majesty.
Close call. Had it not been for my previous training in the Special Forces and drug resistance, I would have had to slit my own throat.
No, impossible.
Yuan Changfeng, your acting skills are impressive. But you overlooked one thing. I am not the kind of person to be manipulated at your residence.
Audacious. You merely got lucky. Explain yourself this time?
Do you really think I would stumble in the same pit twice?
You.
Spread thread manipulating powder, colorless and odorless, over people, then activating it with a special whistle. Turn them into puppets at your command.
Outrageous! How dare you employ such despicable tricks? Are truly the great Zhou Emperor? Coronation ceremony? No wonder His Majesty acted strangely earlier. So it was your doing. That blood test, the insect accusation, was all an elaborate scheme by you, the Prince Regent of Kang State.
What if it was? But even if he truly is the son of heaven of great Zhou today, is also your death day?
Junior!
Imperial Guard. Protect His Majesty!
You were prepared?
Exactly. What I truly can't comprehend is how, with your level of intellect, you became Kang Kingdom's regent? Such an obvious trap. And you couldn't see it?
Uncle, if it weren't for your relentless pressure, Schreiner wouldn't have taken this step. If you had stayed away from court, Schreiner, valuing our bond, would have spared your life. He could have enjoyed wealth as a commoner.
Xuan my dear niece, you think you've won? Do you believe, relying on this imposter emperor emerging from nowhere, can secure Kang Kingdom? Dream on. Who wins today isn't yet decided.
Yulen.
Zhu Xuan, let us go. Prepare fast horses and travel documents, or this prince will make your delicate Empress Dowager bleed out.
3 meters away. Southeast. Take a shot. Junior, have your men ready. Empress Dowager, hold your breath. Kneel. Commit suicide with your sword. Very well, Lin Zhongtian. So, you finally stopped faking it. Fine. Today, I will settle both our new grievances and old scores with you. The new grudges and ancient hatreds all accounted for once and for all. Settle scores? Zhou Xuan, it's you who needs settling scores done with. This is truly the 7th day. Today marks the conclusion of your 7th day. 7 agonizing days. And you think you're up to this? Or perhaps daring Ruo Shi to poison me through my wine, slipping poison into my drink?
You only found out just now. Too late. My poison flares precisely on the 7th day. Even immortals could do nothing now. Ruo Shi, are you truly a loyal daughter, faithful to your father?
But you? Didn't make him drink it? He's departed. Don't you intend to confess?
Begging your majesty to save mother?
Traitorous daughter! You dare turn against your own father? Betray the Lin family itself?
Father forced me to this treacherous point. The emperor has promised salvation for mother. Now is still a moment to step back. Father, cease this current madness.
Step back? Once the arrow flies, there is no turning back. Zhou Xuan, do you presume escaping the poison means you're freed? That I'm suddenly powerless? I have secretly joined forces with Kang's cavalry. Our inside support and outside attack, they've pierced through the northern border, storming in rage towards the capital. This day signifies doom for all here. All of you must...
Lin Zhongtian, can it escape you that gathered here today are individuals?
Qin Kuei.
Exactly. General Qin has gone to the northern camp to take command of the army. Today, your son is on duty.
What are you trying to do?
Guards! Bring in the Chancellor's son. Let them reunite.
My son!
Chancellor Lin, every step you've taken to get to this point, we know it clearly. Now that things have come to this, won't you surrender peacefully?
You severed my Lin family bloodline, ruining my legacy I poured my blood into. Today, this old man will perish with you.
Chancellor Lin, you fulfilled your duties as a loyal subject, were second only to the Emperor, and could have retired in peace. Why? Did you still insist on stirring up trouble, even gambling away your own son? Was it worth it?
If you want to kill me, then kill me. I'll haunt you as a ghost.
Rest assured, we won't let you die so easily. Guards, take Lin Zhongtian to the imperial prison. His crimes will be tried by the 3 tribunals and proclaimed throughout the land.
At once.
Off with you. Zhou Xuan, I'll haunt you as a ghost. This isn't over between us.
The chief culprit among the traitorous ministers has been captured. Those who were instigated or sheltered by Lin Zhongtian, step forward now and confess voluntarily. We shall show appropriate leniency. To those who remain deluded, no mercy will be shown.
Your Majesty, now that matters have settled, then Princess Yuan shall take you and Changfeng back. All of Kang's state shall remember your Majesty's kindness. The alliance between our 2 nations shall endure for all generations.
Princess, will our ceremony still proceed?
You.
Beloved consorts, hide well. Be sure not to get caught by this emperor. Whoever I catch, tonight, that one will serve in the bedchamber. Beauty. Beauty. Hide quick. Beauty. 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 Beauty.
Ruler, this empress is the queen. Why would I join in your horseplay?
Quick, quick. Beauty. So it's the queen. Beauty. Quickly, everyone hurry over. In ancient times, the life of a sovereign was bliss.
Zhou Xuan, the affairs of both kingdoms have been taken care of. This empress will ascend the throne next month, so I came to bid farewell.
Your Majesty, the other day, you desired to personally validate whether the Highness is a eunuch. The inspection lasted all night. Was that also a matter of state?
Xuanyuan, of course I had to examine thoroughly. I am quite pleased with the outcome.
Sun Yuan, what brings you to me today?
I heard that Jiangnan's scenery in the Great Zhou is unmatched under heaven. Before I return to Kang Country, I'd like to tour there. I wonder, Highness, might you perform your duties as host and guide me on a visit?
Your Majesty, this servant has also not traveled south of the Yangtze in many years.
Then I'll join you. It's been ages since I last traveled south of the Yangtze myself. I'd love to see the fabled Jiangnan.
Fine, fine. Then together we will go. South of the Yangtze. Come, come.